move to approve the recommendation of the current attorney from the mayor, William Bill Edwards, Attorney Hyman, for the new city attorney.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Discussion. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. First, Mayor, I'm not sure why you called this emergency meeting today. I'm not sure what the emergency is. Attorney Walker is our current city attorney, and she has been doing a fine job for us and has not tendered a letter of resignation. So we have a current city attorney. I'm not sure why we would be trying to hire a second attorney when we just passed a budget that wasn't even fully funded. We didn't have enough money for all of the public works projects and other projects that we had on our wish list. Secondly, this is the first time that I'm hearing Mr. Hyman's name. Are we really being asked to vote to hire someone to be our city attorney whose name and resume we just received a few minutes ago? Why are some of my colleagues in such a rush to do something so monumental right now?
Okay, let me just say one thing. That is, we called this meeting to comply with the state law, and I do not want to go into another year without complying with the state law. The answer to your second question is this, is that the existing attorney is a contract employee and does not have a contract as we talked to this at this time. So that's my answer to your two questions.
I think we do have a contract. You didn't sign it, but the council did vote to approve it. But I have a question for our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Frank Balazzi, as well as our new city manager, Ms. Tammy Sadler-Jones. And first, Ms. Sadler-Jones, let me apologize to you that this is the drama that you would be walking in on your first 30 days on the job. But my question for either of you, both of you actually, is, so we're currently considering hiring a second city attorney and creating an in-house legal department. While we're still under contract, an implied contract with, which the council approved for our first city attorney. And so my question is, has a financial impact statement been created, Mr. Malazzi? And Ms. Sadler-Jones, have you reviewed that statement and found money in our budget for this expense at this time for us to hire a second city attorney and set up an in-house legal department, which would also require things like liability insurance, software, hardware, space, additional personnel like paralegals and administrative assistants?
Good morning, everyone. In regards to that question, I have not seen a fiscal impact study in my office in regards to this particular proposed department. So, Mr. Malazzi, have you seen one?
No, I have not seen any, and I think there has never been a request of getting into finding what is to be done.
Okay, thank you both. So I will conclude by saying that taking this vote before we have that information is reckless. It would be legally reckless as well, because there is a lawsuit that is currently happening between our city attorney and the mayor. So there's a cloud of title over this job. I'm not sure why we would hire anybody or why anybody would even want to be hired when there's a cloud of title over the job. I pray that this vote doesn't pass today, and that the next time we have this discussion about 921, since it's clear that there is something going on between the mayor and our city attorney, we should have another attorney present, an independent attorney, whether it costs $200 an hour or a couple of $1,000, to have a legal expert in the room advising our council and looking out for the city's best interests would be a far less expensive thing than setting up a legal department that we may have to later dismantle. It's also less expensive than being part of this lawsuit, because every vote that we take as a council in furtherance of this 921 makes us complicit in the lawsuit. And it makes our constituents, the taxpayers, complicit as well. And I don't think that we should be putting our taxpayers on the hook for any of this foolishness.
Okay, Mr. Clerk, what's the motion on the floor?
Yes, the motion on the floor is to approve the appointment of a new city attorney, Mr. Vincent Hyman. The motion was by Councilmember Willis and seconded by Councilmember Rao.
Roll call, please.
Roll call vote. Councilmember Rao,
Yes.
Councilmember Gums,
Abstain.
Councilmember Willis,
Yes.
Councilmember Gilliard,
No.
Councilmember Reeves,
Aye.
Councilmember Khalid,
Absolutely not.
Councilmember Baker.
Is an abstention a yay vote? I'm just curious, Mr. Clerk, before I answer.
I believe that our parliamentarian, City Attorney Walker, opined at the last meeting that an abstention is not a yay vote.
No, an abstention does not count as any vote. So Councilwoman Gums, if you abstain, your vote won't count towards the yays, or it won't count towards the nays.
Okay, nay.
I would like to change my vote.
What is the vote? You like to what now?
I would like to change my vote to a no.
Okay, what's the vote, please, ma'am, sir?
That motion fails 3-4.
Okay.